Narcissistic abuse is a whole lot like the theory of the frog in the boiling water. If you don't know what that is, that theory suggests that if you attempt to put a frog in a pot of boiling water, it's wise enough to know it needs to jump out to save its own life. However, if you put that same frog in a pot of room temperature water and let it lay, it'll feel safe and stay. Slowly over time, as you increase the temperature of the water, the frog will acclimate, not noticing, eventually leaving the frog to die. I use this very example in chapter 4 of my book, Impacts of Abuse. And that's the real threat when you meet narcissistic people. On the surface, they feel safe. Over time, drawing back all your boundary lines, leaving us with detrimental impacts that impact our self-worth, our brain function, attachment styles, and how we attach safely to partners, develop codependent habits, all the way to real medical issues. A lot of victims will develop eating disorders, severe depression, social anxiety, PTSD, or CPTSD, depending on how many different traumas they've been exposed to throughout life, and even physical illness. The trauma that comes from abuse causes inflammation in our body and can be hairline triggers to autoimmune disease. A lot of these impacts occur because we don't even realize that the very environment that we're living in is no longer safe for us. Our abusers increase the water temperature so subtly that we don't realize the damage that it's actually doing to us. It's a change we can't see, that we can only feel. Until you deep dive into the impacts abuse had on you specifically, can you see through the illusion. Labeling it and defining it is only half the battle. Deep diving into how abuse impacted me personally pivoted my healing. It gave me answers as to why I felt changed. I found grace for myself, mourned the parts of me that were damaged, but immediately went into healing strategies. Do you know how your experiences have impacted